Undirected team. You know what I gotta do. Y'all are the best audience on the internet. I appreciate y'all, team. I appreciate y'all. So this video, I mean, you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title of the video. That's why you clicked on it, more than likely, unless it was an accident. Well, you're here now, so you might as well hang around. So to preference, this is at a graduation. It's in Georgia, where there is a lot of black people in the inner city. Now, I don't necessarily like the term black or use it very often. I guess I do, but I don't think it fits. The term black and white actually does not identify the skin color of somebody, because nobody is black and nobody is white as far as the skin color. It was actually created back during the slavery days by the slave owners to divide the whites from the blacks, because they didn't want to have them intermingling. So they needed terms and phraseologies that would put them in a different group so they could be oppressed and controlled a lot easier and understand the differences between the two. Now, that's not really the point of this specifically, but I just think that even when us as black people call each other black, it's actually something that those racists, like true racists, which this woman might be racist as well, we're going to discuss that, did on purpose and knew that it would last for generations and generations, and hopefully we can remove ourselves from that at some point. I don't really care too much about it in that way, but, you know, words do matter, as we're going to see here. So we're going to watch this video, but my thing is this, and what I want y'all to talk about, team, and give your opinions on is, how do you feel about this? And what do you think the punishment, if any, should be? And when is it okay or not okay to speak in the way that this lady's speaking? And just lastly, if the role was reversed, if it was a black person up there and they said this about white people, will we look at it differently? Let's watch the video. All right, team. So what do y'all got for that? What do y'all got for that? Let me get I got my... Oh, the humanity!
What do you mean?
All right, so team, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Now, for some reason, me personally, and you know, you're always gonna get my opinions on this, but I definitely want to hear from y'all. I'm not offended by this at all. Like, it's almost comical, and I laugh at it. Now, it could be generational, right? Because this could probably hurt more 70, 80 years ago, right, than it would now. To me now, looking at this old woman up here, and we'll zoom in on it real. Can I zoom in? Oh, I got it out. Anyways, looking at this old woman backed up by white guy, old white man, I just don't even care, because like they are almost inferior to me in almost every way. Like, they truly are. Like, there's no advantage this woman has over me at all up there on that stage. She is the principal of the school as far as I know. And this actually is making its rounds again. It was a while ago. She did get fired for her actions and all that stuff. So, you know, no spoilers there, because this is like from 8 years ago. but it's just kind of remaking its rounds. But my thing is this, team. My thing is this. How do y'all feel about this? Now, I actually want to go back through this video and I want to break it down piece by piece and just kind of analyze the whole environment, the room, and kind of see what's going on. So let's do that now. Oh, hold on real quick. We'll start it from the beginning. Do this live, team. All right, so here's the beginning of it. So she's screaming at people, and I'm actually looking at the crowd. So again, this is Georgia. It's probably in the inner city. And we got the two leaders are white people, it's looking like, as far as the principal and whoever that guy is, assistant principal, whatever, councilman, I don't know who he is. You got another white guy sitting back there in a chair. And you got a whole bunch of black people in the back. Looks like one other white guy. And it looks like the majority of the people in there are black, right? She's barking orders. You see the guy over here in the right-hand corner right here. He over in the right-hand corner. He's on his phone. He's not paying no attention. Right? He don't care what the hell she's talking about.
You people are being so rude to not listen to this speech. It was my fault and we missed it in the program.
Yeah, it was your fault that we missed it in the program. Now, you want to hurry up and get your speech in that nobody wanted to hear in the first place. If we done already graduated and got everything done, why the hell are we sitting here listening to your old... Hold on.
Are you just so old and ugly that you can't hear anymore? Got a little attitude there. Is that it?
Why? Why? And this has nothing to do with race. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be Barack Obama up there. I don't want to hear it. You messed up. Don't make me stay because you mishandled your time and fumbled the bag as far as trying to get off your speech that obviously isn't important. Because if it was, you would have said it anyways. That's what I'm seeing so far. He said people walking out. Damn! There's something about that word that just triggered when a white person says black people and they ain't doing it like, you know, just brown nosing. It's a whole different type of situation. You know, like for me, like I don't get offended over words. Like I just never have. Like I've had white people like call me some terrible things. I guess you could call it, you know, Nigger. Like I've heard that before. It's not nothing I haven't heard. I think it's hilarious. I literally like team. I think it's hilarious. I do. And I could say worse things to them than they could say to me. I'm not going to get into saying a whole bunch of racial slurs on YouTube because for what? You know what I mean? Like, we could do that, but I don't really see the point because it's almost reverse racism. Although some people would say, well, you can only be racist if you have the power to influence somebody's life or whatever the case is. And I mean, I'm not employing a whole bunch of people. I'm not the president of the United States. None of that. So, but I can influence people as far as the internet in the way that they see things and their opinion or outlook on things. So I got some type of influence, just not at a high level. And I can't stop anybody from doing anything. And I wouldn't want to. Make your own decisions. Live with it. So now everybody goes crazy, right? And look how she sassy like a black woman. She over there got the hands on her hips. She like this. Hold on, where's my thing at? This is how she over there doing. She over there like, and I mean that. Looking. Look at her. She over there like, and I mean that. Hey, dude, where the dude go? Where the dude that was backing her at first, he disappeared. Oh, let me see where he went to. He just disappeared. He got all the way. Oh, he's right there. Hold on.
Look who's leaving all the black people.
Oh! Oh, he did one of these. He got up out of there. Hey, she probably like a month from retiring. This is probably her last year on the job anyways. She don't care. She done worked that pension up. She ready to retire. She been dealing with foolish and nonsense the whole school year for years. She been a teacher since 19. She remember when she went to school and the bathrooms and the fountains were segregated. They had colored bathrooms and colored water fountains, and black people had to sit in the back of the bus. And she like, what? When the hell did it become okay for black people to be equal to whites? Absolutely not. I'm gonna say something about this. Back in my day, we would have had y'all. Back in my day, we would have had y'all all chained up, getting whipped with a leather belt. It's so messed up. It's actually funny, right? It's just like, what are we doing? And like, honestly, I mean, see, black people, I don't think our nature is to do the same things that white people have done in the past. So I think even if we had the power to enslave white people, we just wouldn't do it. I don't think it's necessarily in us. I've never had that sense of evilness within me to want to enslave people. And I'm not saying that all white people are like that. I'm just saying that all I can do is go based off of what they've done in the past. Now, I know what you're going to say, or maybe you're not going to say it, or maybe you're not thinking in this way or understanding it, but yes, black people did own slaves. Indians, they used to fight with each other. Before America was created by white people and turned into, the United States of America, the Indians had tribes all through America, and they used to go at each other all the time. They were scalping each other, putting heads on pikes. Like, the Indians, not all of them got along with each other because they had tribes. Like, they were all Indians, but if you weren't part of their tribe, then you were an op. It's kind of like Crips and the Bloods. Like, we're all black people, but if you're a black person and you're a Crip, and you're a black person and you're a vice lord or a gangster disciple, you could be 60s Crip, you could be insane Crip, you could be rolling 30s, all that type of stuff. That's how it was with them. So, I say all that to say, this woman right here, I mean, she just like is fed up with it all. Now, my thing is this, team, and let's actually watch this one more time, and then we're gonna go into undirected perspective and get out of here. She's a joke.
Close the doors now. Close the doors You people are being so rude.
You people.
Listen to this speech. It was my fault that we missed it in the program.
But here's the problem, though. She's not focused on the people that are there, but she's focused on the people that are leaving. We got a guy right here sitting there, glasses on top of his head, completely being more than open to listening to her speech. He's sitting there relaxed, right? You got all the people up on stage. You got all the people in the front row still sitting there. Bro's on his phone, but he's listening. He's hearing every other word. It just so happened that when you said all the black people, he caught that. 2015, what was he looking at on his phone? Probably Facebook, huh? MySpace? No, MySpace was way before that.
Look who's leaving all the black people.
She was done with the speech at that point. And you know the crazy thing about it too, team? When a black person disrespects a black person, it's a fight on sight. You might even get shot. She said that, and they all felt disrespected. Ain't no way he went up on that stage, though. There is something between black and white people that is just unsaid, but there is this dynamic between our two races that is just there, right? Like, it's like white people are, like, black people rarely use violence against white people. Every once in a while you'll see it, but it's just not often, right? Like, because, like I said, if that was some black dude up there and he disrespected, said, let's say it's a whole bunch of a certain gang in there, and he was like, look at all the vato. No, vatos is Mexican. I guess I would use it. Look at all the bloods that's leaving. They would have ran up on stage and beat him to a pulp. But that white lady, they don't want no smoke with it. But my question is this: is she racist or is she real? Well, we're gonna do it in an undirected perspective, and I'm gonna give y'all my take on it. Should we go light or dark? Let's go dark. This is dark, team. So what do I got? Well, I think she's racist. Based off of her age, right? The way that she said it. Now, it would have been undeniable if she'd have said the word nigger. If she'd have called you a nigger, then it would have been undeniable. But, like, honestly, yeah. Yeah, she's racist. Does she, well, here's the problem, though. If she kind of does have power in her position as the principal, she can do things that can change the direction of their schooling. She is in a position of power. And I don't really care what she's going through. I don't. I'm glad she got fired, although doesn't mean much at this point. What she did is not a crime, per se. I mean, honestly, if you want to be technical, I don't even think that she could legally be fired over that. So, what if she said it in a different way? What if she was like, look at everybody that's leaving, all the dumb people, but all the people that were leaving were black? Would they take it in the same way? When I think about stuff like this, I really just, like, me personally, I don't really have any issue with what people say, right? I do think that you need to figure out a better way to express yourself, like, even in the comments. Like, I've had people go in on me in the comments, and I don't even care. The only time I'll say something or remove a comment, and usually YouTube does a good job of it anyways, when they say, like, crap. Like, I've had people come in the comments and, like, I could show y'all, but for what? Like, because it goes into basically a spam folder, kind of like a spam email folder, which shows people. I've had people say some crazy stuff to me in the comments, racist stuff. Like, it happens, but it's kind of funny. Like, and honestly, like, I mean, YouTube filters it out. I don't even care. I think that people need to have a better way of expressing themselves, because I rarely even cuss, like, at all. Like, I really just don't use profanity just because I don't need to. I have other words to express what I'm trying to say adequately without having to use profanity or racial slurs, because it doesn't really convey my message very well that I'm trying to get across. It actually more or less is just an emotional way to communicate. And I think that basing your decisions off of emotions is one of the worst things you can possibly do. And this woman, go back to it real quick. This woman absolutely did that in this video. So, I don't know, team. That's all I really got for this one. I do want to hear from y'all, though. I do want to hear from y'all. Obviously, like, you know, I can totally take offense to this. It's obvious that I am dark-skinned, not super dark. I'm not super light. I'm like right in the middle. I'm brown-skinned, right? And, you know, I got locks, which a lot of people would say this is more like a Jamaican thing, but, you know, they're dark-skinned too. But, you know, I could fit the description of your normal, what a normal thug looks like, if you want to call it that. Criminal, black guy, suspicious, stereotypical, whatever the case is. And the crazy part about it, well, I'm not going to get into my personal life right now because it's going to take too long to get into it. All I'll say is this. The words that people use have more power when you react to it in a way that gets the reaction that they want to pull out of you. So oftentimes when it comes down to stuff like this, it's really kind of a joke to me because this woman right here can do nothing at all under any circumstance to affect my life, as almost no racist person or prejudiced person can do. Whatever's going to happen to me is not going to be changed by words or the way that somebody expresses themselves emotionally in the way that they feel about me at all. So that's all I really got for this one. Again, team, y'all are amazing. We're actually going to go light. We're going to leave light on this one. We're going to leave light on this one. Yeah, I just want to bring it up, just talk about it a little bit, team. You know, it is what it is. We talk about a little bit of everything on this channel. Nothing's really off limits to me, although, you know, the platform doesn't want us to talk about certain things, so I don't do it for that reason. But I will talk about anything. I don't care what it is. Racism, politics, men, women. I don't have anything to hide personally. I'm completely transparent in the way that I operate. So with that, I just don't really care about much. That's all it really comes down to. But I'm gonna leave it at that, team. I gotta get ready for my basketball game. Black person playing basketball. Damn, team. I can't be fitting all the stereotypes, can I?
Goodbye.
Hold on, do I got a basketball sound effect? I think I do. Let me see.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna go get it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna go get it.
This is ridiculous, team. Let me get out of here, man. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate y'all.